We need to stop getting on our partners who want to date, trans women or women who want to date trans men. Like, dog, like, because the thing is, like, dog, if black men, if y'all want to date them, and y'all fear that, y'all society will be fucked up because of that, then we as a player part of society as straight men would be like, not give a fuck about that.
One code, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things.
Most black people, we only understand oppression in regards to us and white people. And when we talk about oppression, we talk about privilege in particular, we got to all take in that everybody has some kind of privilege. When you're talking to the people that have less than you or trying to find a way or, trying to be accepted or what have you, have the patience. Even if it don't make sense to you, even if they sound fucking crazy, you know what I'm saying, to you, have the patience to try to hear them out and take them in. Because a lot of times, and be honest with yourself when maybe this conversation is beyond where I am. Right. Like one or the other. Because if you go decide to engage in the conversation, you can't take everything personally. Because when you engage in the conversation with someone that has less privilege than you, that means you're oppressing them in some manner, and you got to take that lick. Yeah. And if you're not ready to get into those layers, then just take your lick on. Well, I can't have this convo. Mm-hmm. It's cool.
Don't be an asshole, man.
Even when you think about it, like the whole concept of like taking in a trans person for their truth, right? You gotta take in everything that you've ever learned and like detach from it. Because when you talk about that religious dogma, most niggas scared to be gay. Scared of anything gay, scared of anything homo, any of that. And that goes from slavery and that goes from dogma. You know what I'm saying?
You think most guys are
most black men I think are scared to be gay, bro.
So shit, that's why the DL be like it's more prominent I think in the black culture than
you mean to say that as like more dudes would be gay if it was okay?
We'll be openly.
I think more cats would experiment, and we would have more.
Okay, so more cats would experiment.
We have more people experimenting, and we would probably have more cats that were outwardly bi.
Okay,
or some kind of queer.
I believe
or
that.
Some kind of queer. Everything about that trans woman could have been attractive to you because what they're presenting to you is womanhood. You hear me? Half the time niggas is fucking trans women ain't thinking about niggas. That's what I'm saying. If you was attracted to that trans woman, son, if whatever you did with her, that's what you did. Like, it's not my business. It's not my judgment. But most trans women are killed by niggas that's been fucking them or was attracted to them or they like them.
That's so weird.
Like, and it's like because they're so afraid to take their lick of who they are because we scared to be gay. We scared or to be queer or to be whatever, to be weird or whatever.
Does any of y'all remember the program Scared Straight? It was like a program that takes urban kids to jail so that they can see the lives that they didn't want. Well, my mother sent me there when I was younger because she thought that it was a place that did conversion therapy. And it really backfired because it was just a bunch of thugs yelling at me and me realizing that that's what I was into sexually. They were like, hey, do you want to be in here? And I was like, maybe, I don't know.
Sex and morality are like, brother and sister
in play.
Our world.
They play.
And for centuries at this point, the homosexual side of the spectrum, we've always labeled it as like a flaw, like a bad thing. We need to, at some point, detach certain moralities to sex.
Like a lot of like straight men having conflicting feelings that they can't understand, and oftentimes we just make it simple, black and white. Or you must be gay because she got a dick or whatever, however you want to place it. And I'm like, bro, like all of your trepidation, if you have a natural attraction, your only trepidation is coming about from what you think other people will say, think, or judge you as.
Yeah,
and
it's societal.
And it's so ill because if you love that trans woman, or if you love that woman, or whatever you want to say, there ain't nobody motherfucking business. If y'all just want to have sex, it's nobody motherfucking business.
Sexual orientation is itself an entire spectrum of identities. Sexual orientation itself is also not determined by biological sex or gender identity. So sexual orientation is who you want to date, and gender identity is how you see yourself. Biological sex is determined by your chromosomes, male, female, or intersex. Gender identity is how you identify on a spectrum between masculine and feminine. And sexual orientation is how your gender identity relates to the gender identity or identities that you find attractive.
Let me ask y'all this though. So I saw one of these scenarios, online. If a trans woman was having a relationship with a cis man, and the guy didn't know she was trans.
I don't believe that.
And then, well, hold on a second. And then, you know, basically he like found out she was trans and he didn't want to be with her anymore. Like, what do y'all think about that?
Like when you say be with her,
like he doesn't want to be in a relationship with her anymore.
Like, did they do anything romantically?
I don't think you could have sex with a trans person and not know it.
I don't know anything about post-op though.
Me neither.
I don't know. I won't pretend like I know anything.
But
about
I am just gonna just flat out and say I am assuming.
Like we talking pre-op, I'm standing by what Joe said. Ain't no way you fucking a trans woman that's pre-op and you don't notice her dick.
No, yeah, right.
Like she got a dick, you should notice that. But if she's post-op, I don't know anything about that world. But you know, would you about to answer this question still about?
But if let's say like they went on a date a couple of times and he liked her and he thought that he was dealing with a cis hetero woman and he found out that was a trans woman and he lost attraction. Well, that's just life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Like, it all stems on why he's unattracted. And if he's unattracted based on anything other than his own personal reasons why he probably was unattracted from jump, but now he sees why it has a name to it, then that's that. But if it goes to anything that based on what other people think, then it's like maybe we need to rethink that.
Do y'all think that trans women should tell should tell like the guy that they're dating that they're trans?
I think only if he's under the impression that he's dealing with someone who is cis hetero.
From their perspective, it's like get to know me. You know what I'm saying? It's me. You hear me? Like I feel like naturally.
That like begs the question.
No. I feel like none of us are trans, so you know. So I feel like in their world, this nigga. I feel like in their world, I would trust them to not have you fucking on the hook though. There's certain things that if we're having conversations after conversations, and I'm assuming this one thing about you, at a point I would think you would not even make it necessarily a big deal, but clue me in so I don't feel led on. Because I think that's the part that's the deception that people feel is don't lead me on because I'm under this impression and it's really something else.
Would you feel like some kind of victim if you ended up having sex with a trans woman and you didn't know it?
Nah, I feel like I lied to myself because there's no way you can have sex with a trans woman and not know it.
No, I mean, if she's like post-op,
I feel like you still know it, dog. I just feel like you would, dog. I'm sorry, son. I feel like you, just like you know how even though breasts are super real, you can tell when you touch it, the silicone there. There's something about it that's going to be different. Not saying it's going to be bad or good. It's just going to be different. And on top of all of that, like...
Assuming that you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm going to say this.
It's hard to assume.
But you're assuming too. By assuming that it's going to be different. Technically. I'm going to jump into this hypothetical of let's say it don't feel different. Because that's the hypothetical that you're trying to present. Let's say that you couldn't tell that there was would I feel like a victim? No. If I'm talking about myself, for me, and this is conditioning that I'm never going to really get past, and that's the thing you teach. Like it's good having these conversations, but like a dick will just throw me off. Period. Like no matter what, if there's a penis, if there's a woman with a penis, a dude with a penis will just throw me off.
Correct.
You feel me? So
if
I pulled a post-op trans woman, you feel me? And I pulled up, attracted to her, we get popping and I fucked. And then afterwards she said, oh yeah, I'm trans. I pulled a woman, I smashed the woman. I'm okay.
I probably won't talk to that woman again.
Why not though?
Because
conditioning. Like truthfully, you wouldn't because of conditioning.
I don't know, dog.
I think it is.
Gay guys are usually attracted to men and a man's aesthetics. I'm not a man, so I consider myself not only transgender, but I consider myself heterosexual. Many people have this kind of similar way of thinking where they believe that if you don't menstruate or you don't bear any children, that you are not a woman. For someone to tell me that like being I don't menstruate or don't have a uterus, that I'm not considered a woman, I feel like that's rude, not only to trans women, but also to women just in general.
I think the deception part will blow you, but people, but that's what I'm saying, people cheat. People do a lot of deceptive stuff to each other and don't kill their mates.
But yeah, that's cheating.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cheating. And I ain't saying you kill them, but I think that what they do.
Cheating and lying about that is the same thing.
I think the only reason that we think that is so bad is because our conditioning.
Maybe so.
Yeah, but so
but I think that's the absolute
You
truth.
can't gamble on a nigga going crazy
Maybe
because
so.
he can. Nah, nigga is conditioned, so you can't play them kind of cards.
I ain't nobody saying nothing about what you can play. I'm saying specifically that thing of the only reason why it's such a, oh my God, fuck that, this is crazy to me, is because we're conditioned because we don't want to be gay. Because you don't want to feel like you fucked a man. And that's back to the conditioning. Because when you really look at it, if you was women are conditioned too. But if you was fucking with a chick that lied to you about, she told you she only fucked 1 or 2 dudes, and you found out she's a former porn star, she really fucked like 300. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas would dump that girl. Some niggas would stay with that girl, and no nigga a killer. But they got motherfuckers that's talking about they would murder this person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when you go that extreme, you gotta look into why you that extreme. It's a human being. Your dick got hard. You bust a nut. So apparently you naturally didn't have an issue with this if it went on that long. Your only issue is all the shit we talk about is the conditioning and the dogma and the I don't want to be gay. It's so much shit. The toxicity is so much shit that go into it. And I'm not saying it's nobody's fault. I'm not saying it's nobody's fault. But it's a thing.
No,
I'd be like, oh, bitch, you got one on me.
Point the finger, like blame anybody. Like that's useless to do anyway in the grand scheme of all this. But is that a piece of your conditioning that you're willing to accept?
I don't think I have a choice.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
too deep in the sauce.
Yeah, like I can't tomorrow choose to like dick. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's one of those things. Like I feel like some people are born, because once again, there's no one size fits all. There's some people that like are like more queer. And when I say that, I mean like by its true definition than I am, or more on a different part of the spectrum. But for me, like I'm turned off by dick. I'm turned off by men. I'm turned off by anything masculine.
Fuck up my whole mindset.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying I wouldn't deal with a trans woman, but she would have to be such. I need some pussy, my nigga. I need woman, because I'm so into women, and I can see that I have a condition. I can see all these issues, but I'm not gonna hate you. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna love y'all. Right. But I just know, even if I've tried to push myself, to force myself, I can't force myself to be attracted to something that I know. And when I say something, I don't mean the human being. I mean to the concept. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To that I know I'm just not naturally drawn to. Right. Now I will say this: if there was a trans woman that I was naturally drawn to, that I just found attractive, it was up. Like you know what I mean? But it would have to be all natural. You know what I mean? All like I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel weird. I don't feel turned off. You know what I mean? No, this motherfucker. This human being got my dick hard, or got my fucking mind open, or got my heart like, whoa, something about you. And I feel like
I can't do it.
And I feel like more people just in general, like if that's the feeling that you're having, don't deny that.
Yeah, don't deny it. That's the thing. If you have that feeling, don't deny it.
You know what I mean? Because most of us will deny it. And I've never had that feeling about a man or about a trans woman. But my thing is, if I had that feeling, I would hope to be brave enough to be like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
When I had that small inclination, I jumped upon it, and I realized, take my ass back into the lake I was born in.
I ain't like that. I mean, but that goes back to what we said earlier. Black men especially, but men in general aren't allowed to experiment. And they got
especially black men.
Yeah, dog. And they got all kind of.
Because white men experiment all the time.
Yeah, but there's a spectrum of all kind of shit that you could be into or you could not be into. Like when we talk about that pegging shit. Like, how can you tell a nigga that he less of a man if he let his woman peg him? Like, nigga, that's their sexual experience. That like
he ain't less of a man. Matter of fact, he a better man than me.
You know what I'm saying, though? We're so scared to be gay that act with the opposite sex, someone will tell you is gay.
Right.
And then you will run away from it.
Because that's that slave, jail, rape type of fucking homophobia that come from us from all that shit.
I'm not letting a woman peg me, yo.
It don't have to be you, but what?
And that has nothing to do with me being scared of being gay or anything like that. It's just
or
not
does it?
This
shit could be so rooted. Like, cause the thing is, like, is that you? Why you don't want to happen?
Wait, pause. I didn't say anything about you doing it. See what I said? I'm just saying, generally speaking, there are people on the outside that says that pegging shit gay and judge niggas and call them whatever the fuck. And I'm like, what that got to do with you? You know what I'm saying? And how can act with between two opposite sex people
be homosexual?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what do you mean for me? And she says, well, have you heard of pegging? I had to Google it. Just for research. And 40 gigs later, I was like, oh shit. We have to try this. We're so doing this. But I was worried because my friends are like, dude, if you do that, that makes you gay. I was like, it's not gay. the dick doesn't have a pulse. And it's not gay if you don't tell your friends, so it's all good, right? I didn't know this, but nothing prepares your asshole for penetration. She goes to put this thing in 1/4 of an inch, and my asshole shuts down. Just a no. She's trying to coach me through it, like telling me to breathe. I'm breathing like I'm giving like Lamaze exercises, like I'm giving birth and shit. Like it was so fucking painful, and she's trying to teach me a lesson. Like
some of my issues with butt play on me is conditioning because I legitimately don't feel comfortable with, like, a girl could grab my ass all out, like, slap my ass, whatever, that's fine, do whatever. But when you talk about inserting something into me, that is your tongue, a finger, a thing. It's like it's not even like, I'm a very freaky person. I'm open a lot of shit. My brain don't even open there. It's like but I know educationally, there's nothing wrong with it. It just is uncomfortable for me.
It don't tickle my fancy.
All right, but I mean, that is your private business. Like, that's completely private.
And that's fine. And that's what people need to get. Whatever you into, it's fine.
Your business.
It's fine, yeah.
Okay, so if she gives the guy a blowjob, he goes down on her, she eats his ass. I mean, he eats her ass. Then does that mean she has to eat the man's butt?
I mean, if we're talking about equal time here, reciprocity.
Guys really aren't. At least the ones I know ain't really into this.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
that's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first ate a butt?
After I got my ass ate, you did.
You talked about it on the other podcast, not on our podcast.
I realized that, like,
I was turned out. This man got his ass ate. He ain't been able to not talk about this.
Listen.
Booty rocket.
I just realized that my limits have been pushed of how far I trust my partner.
Good for you.
And I don't know how far they can still be pushed. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know yet. I just know.
How flexible are you?
One goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things.